This video is absolutely stunning, unbelievable, and mind-blowing. I will show you an incredible game of chess played by the magician Mikhail Tal. If you're a chess lover, then sit back, relax, and do watch the full video. I'm sure you will enjoy it. Mikhail Tal is playing as white, and Alexander Koblenz, who used to be Tal's trainer, is playing with the black pieces. This was a training game, and Tal started with e4, then comes c5, the Sicilian defense, then knight f3, d6, and d4. Then pawn takes on d4, knight takes on d4, knight f6, knight c3, and then a6. We reached the Sicilian knight off position, which is quite a standard opening. After this, Tal played bishop g5. Koblenz went for e6, then pawn to f4, bishop e7, queen to f3, and queen to c7. Then Tal castles queenside and Koblenz develops his knight. Usually the main move in this position is g4, but in this game, Tal goes for bishop to e2. Then black attacks this bishop and white retreats it. Now Koblenz went for b5, opening up this diagonal. Tal immediately played e5, attacking the rook and at the same time attacking this knight. Black was ready for this and he responded with bishop to b7, attacking the queen. We have reached a critical position in the game and here's where the fun begins. In this position, any normal player would save his queen, but Tal had other ideas. Instead of moving away his queen, he captured the knight on f6, and that's the first sacrifice by Mikhail Tal. Koblenz obviously took the queen and Tal captured the bishop. Now as you can see, both the rook and bishop are under attack, so black went for d5, saving his rook. Okay, now how does white proceed from here? If he takes the bishop, then black can give this check with the queen, and after king b1, queen takes the bishop and black ends up with a huge material advantage. Therefore, in this position, Tal did not take the bishop. Another good move could be f takes g7, threatening the rook, but white did not go for that either. What Mikhail Tal played in the game was another brilliant sacrifice. He took the pawn on e6, giving away his knight. What a fantastic move. He is attacking the queen and at the same time defending this pawn. So black is left with no option and he has to take this knight. Now what this does is that it exposes the king along this dangerous diagonal. So Tal immediately goes for bishop h5 check. Black wants to connect his rooks, so he decides to free up this g7 square for the king to escape this way. Again, bishop takes with a check. Then king f8, then f takes e7 check, then king g7 attacking this bishop, after which Tal plays bishop to g3. Remember, black cannot take this bishop because after pawn to f5 check, it's a discovered attack and the black queen will be gone. Going back, after bishop g3, a good strategy could be to move away this queen from this dangerous diagonal. But instead we see knight to f6. Black is now attacking this pawn with the queen. Then comes rook to e1, attacking the pawn on e6. Black goes for b4, attacking this knight. And guess what Tal plays here? He does not care about this knight one bit and goes for rook e6. This is his third sacrifice of the game. Black, as usual, accepts it and takes the knight. Then Tal plays f5, throwing a discovered attack on the queen. Black moves his queen away to b7, threatening a mate on the next move. That's why Tal plays pawn to b3, blocking this checkmate threat. Black goes for queen d7, trying to get it closer to his king. Then bishop e5, pinning the knight. By now, Koblenz realizes that his position is crumbling, so he decides to give up his queen. Queen takes rook, white takes with the pawn, and then king takes the bishop. Right now, Tal is a rook down, but he has these two powerful pawns on the e5. Anyway, Tal turns on the heat by playing rook to f1, attacking the knight. Black will lose his knight for free since there is no way to defend it. Therefore, Koblenz goes for knight h7 and trades off his rook for a bishop. Okay, it's time for the magical move which sealed the game for Mikhail Tal. If you want, you can pause the video here and try to find the winning move, the best move in this position, which is rook to f8. The idea is that if knight takes, then pawn to e8 and white simply promotes to a queen and wins the game. Therefore, in this position, black had to take with his rook. Then e takes f8, promotes to a queen. Black takes back with his knight. Then comes e7, attacking the knight. Now if black moves his knight, then white can simply promote to a queen and it will be game over. Therefore, Koblenz goes for king f7. Now white takes the knight and black recaptures with the king. After all this, Tal played king d1 and Alexander Koblenz resigned. The idea is that white will soon be able to take this pawn and ultimately win this game easily because of this massive pawn advantage. Okay, so it's puzzle time. In this position, it's your turn and you need to find the best move continuation for white. If you're able to find the solution to this puzzle, then share it in the comments below. I'm reading all your comments and will give them a heart if your explanation is correct. All the best guys, let's see how many of you can solve this. Well, if you enjoyed this video, then hit the thumbs up button below and don't forget to subscribe to our channel to learn some amazing chess tricks and traps. Thanks for watching and I shall see you in my next video.